From Romano Leadership, I'm Oscar Romano. This is Learn, Reflect, Lead. Leadership and DEIA development for mission-driven individuals and organizations. This episode is titled, 10 Strategies to Overcome Writer's Block. This episode is for you if you struggle with writer's block and want to learn strategies to overcome it. If you're a student, manager, or blogger who needs to write regularly and wants to improve your writing process. Or if you're a professional writer who occasionally faces writer's block and wants to add new tools to your writing toolkit. Today, we're going to talk about strategies that can help you overcome writer's block. Hey Oscar, I need a technique to write, maybe an exercise. Do you have any ideas? Anything I have to write, whether it's a paragraph or a couple of pages, I run into writer's block and I take forever. I really need some help. One of my clients, previously reached out for advice on how to get past his writer's block. He's working on his PhD dissertation and he keeps coming up against these walls that he struggles to climb over time and time again. A student trying to get started on an assignment. A manager trying to finish an email to their staff. A blogger trying to put their final touches on their post. Writer's block can always get in the way. So how do you define writer's block? Well, writer's block is a type of slump that you can experience that makes it harder for you to come up with content to write. You could be staring at a blank page or trying to come up with the perfect ending when you hit a wall. You don't know what to write or what to do. Everybody hits a block at one point or another. There's nothing wrong with you. It doesn't matter if you're an occasional or professional writer. Writer's block can hit you the same. The secret isn't about avoiding writer's block, but about having strategies to overcome it when it hits. I know that finishing his PhD dissertation will be a huge accomplishment for my client. That's probably why he keeps facing writer's block. It can happen more regularly when the stakes are high. If it's something that you care about, odds are that you're going to get writer's block at one point or another. But we need to talk about overcoming writer's block. And here are 10 strategies I use to overcome writer's block whenever it hits me. Number 1. Take a break and do something else. Give your brain a break by engaging in other activities. This break can open up creative processes within your brain. Number 2, jot down some notes right before bed. You can let your subconscious brain do a lot of the processing work for you. You'll be surprised at how often you'll wake up and be inspired to write. Trust me, it works all the time. Number 3, get your blood flowing. Your brain is like any other organ that requires blood flow to function. Even a short walk can help jumpstart your thinking. Number 4, write somewhere else. Humans are creatures of habit. Sometimes the locations we're in can encourage those habits, but not all those habits might be good ones. If you find yourself hitting writer's block every time you write at home, try doing it at a coffee shop. Number 5, dump anything on the page. Don't worry about getting it right the first time. Focus on getting something on the page. Sometimes it's easier to edit than it is to write original content. Number 6, use the dictate feature on Microsoft Word. Talk out your thoughts, and the dictate feature automatically transcribes them. Side note, I prefer Word's dictate feature to Apple's. 7, use Copy AI or another AI service like ChatGPT to get a head start. They're AI copywriting software. You can write down some ideas and then it'll create new content for you. Literally groundbreaking. Number 8, start with questions. Think about what questions you're answering for whatever you need to write. Write down those questions and then answer them. It can be easier to answer questions than to simply write. Number 9, talk things out with somebody. Sometimes it can be hard to process ideas on your own. Talking things through with somebody else can help you come up with good content. And number 10, leverage content that's already out there. People create blog posts, articles, books, podcasts, and videos about anything these days. Go through other people's content to get some inspiration. I want to highlight that the content of this post was written and posted with my client's permission, just as an FYI. Now it's time to commit. Have you ever tried any of these strategies before? If so, which ones were the most helpful for you and why? And what are some other techniques that you use to overcome writer's block? How do they compare to the ones mentioned in this post? Let me know how overcoming writer's block goes for you. Thanks.
That's it for this episode of Learn, Reflect, Lead. Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening via podcast. If you're interested in more, you can find me at romanoleadership.com or connect with me on LinkedIn at Romano Leadership. If you like this episode, please share it with your friends, subscribe, and leave a review. I'm Oscar Romano. Until next time.